Yes, hello. It's under the name Winters? Luna Winters? Take your time. Not like we haven't worked together for years. It's for the princess. Come on. You always like to give me a hard time. Tell me, friend, are you aware that there's a strange smell in your shop today? A fresh protection charm on your windows. That makes sense. It did smell rather familiar, although just a slightly tinge unpleasant. It's okay. As long as it doesn't stay in the fabrics, we'll be just fine. While you're getting the swatches of fabric for the princess, I might put just a little bit of perfume on my shawl, if you're not going to be offended. Excellent. I didn't think you would be, but it never hurts to just check, lest you avoid trouble. Oh yes, it is the one I was wearing last time we saw each other. Would you like to smell? It smells like vetiver and the most beautiful summer flowers. And just a touch of orange blossom as well. It is my favorite and my signature. Now, are these them here? Ah, excellent. Yes, these are lovely. I can't wait to explore them with the princess. Thank you. Now, do you want to charge me for the swatches? Okay, that's much appreciated. Now, what about the shipment of fabric we ordered? Yes, that looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That seems to be in order. Yes. Oh, I trust your quality at this point. It's been a decade. Besides, I know Her Majesty would make swift work of any trespasses upon her daughter's aesthetic. Yes, I do remember that incident, as I know you do as well. How much is it? Okay. Give me just a second here. Let me see if I've brought enough. Well, it would seem I didn't bring enough coin after all. But have no fear. The Queen sent me with this. Of course, you can have a look at it. Yes. Everything seemed to be in order. Excellent. Well, then I will just sign and date it. Of course. Now I have a pen. All right. How much? Okay. And the date is is for you. Now, the very last thing before I take my leave, do you have the jewel? The jewel for the princess. This is it here. I haven't seen one of these since I was a little girl. Wow, look at that color. Where did you get this? Oh, it's beautiful. Did you put it in here for me? Thank you. Let me just have a peek. So cute. The princess is going to love this. Look at that flash. It will be perfect for her new crown. Thank you very much. I do have the payment for that in full. Let's see. Yes, the king's golden deed. Do you want to count it, or are you just going to trust me? That's what I thought. Set that there for you. When can I expect the fabrics to arrive? Well, that simply won't do. No, the princess goes off to the academy in 3 weeks. Excellent. Well, you have my order, and the footman will grab these and put them in the trunks, and I will be on my way. Thank you again for your continued loyalty to the crown. Yes, I'll be seeing you. Ta-da! Ah, yes. Everything is in order there. Your Majesty. Oh, I'm so sorry I didn't see you come in. Come in, come in, come in. Oh, how lovely to see you. You're efficient today. I just sent for tea. Would you like some? Oh, excellent. It'll be here any second. Yes, of course. Come on in and make yourself comfortable. I can't wait to show you what I got today. Oh, yes. The jewel for your new crown came in. Oh, it's even better than we could have ever imagined. Yes, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the flash. It will be perfect right there atop your head. And I think that the blue will bring out the blue and the green in your eyes. Yes, I will send it to the jeweler immediately. Of course, I'll keep it safe. You can trust me. Right, well, we have a very oh, tea. Shall we have some? Okay. Now, Your Majesty, I think we have a lovely day ahead of us. Would you like to do the fabric swatches first, or would you like to look at the designs that I've planned for you? Perfect. Yes, I'm quite excited about them as well. What do you think? We have so many lovely options. I can't wait to tell you about them. Oh, of course. Yes, you can have them all if you wish. You're the princess after all. Alright, so I've set these up because I want you to see certain things together. I took the liberty of laying them out that way already. But if there's anything you want me to pull off, you just let me know, okay? And of course, these are just swatches, so we can get full bolts in whatever quantities we need. And if you see any designs later on, and any of these catch your eye and you might want to add them in, we can certainly do that. First, this golden goddess silk that has images of the relics that were found in the old temples. Next to this stunning gold textured fabric. What do you think about those? Absolutely, I think together they could be a match made in heaven. And I put this green here on purpose as well. I think these two together, this green and gold combination, could also make for a stunning late summer dress. Yes, I have an idea. This was a new pattern that they wanted me to show you. Right? The color, to start, is what immediately pulls you in, but this is naturally dyed linen with one of your favorite flowers here in the middle. Can you see? Look at that. And these colors are exactly up the alley of what we're trying to do with brightening your wardrobe. Yes, I know. This year, you want to be the best version of you. And we are switching it up a bit because of that. And I love that idea. I have worked with you for quite some time, and I've watched your personal style grow and evolve just as you have grown and evolved as a young woman. Yes, absolutely. As it should be. I'm very proud of the princess you've become. I'm very proud to work with you so closely. And honored that you trust my artistic design, my eye. Anyways, this is simply one to keep in the back of your mind. I think having a pattern so loud can only go with patterns just as loud, right? You see how it breaks it up, but it adds a touch of whimsy when you have two patterns together. Or you go the opposite way and let this pattern stand out and find a pop of color that brings out all of the rest of the colors, but is solid so that this beautiful handwork can make itself known as soon as you walk in the room. Yes, absolutely. We are always on the same page, you and I. Now, I know we talked about fun textures. And here, it's velvet. I know velvet is sweeping the kingdom right now. It's so popular. I felt absolutely thrilled when I saw pink velvet. I knew you would love it as well. This is just the right shade of pink, don't you think? Yes, as do I. Compared to this tulle and butterfly combo, the possibilities, Your Majesty. You could be a picture of spring perfection. What do you think? These two together? I agree. So far we have no nose. That's excellent news. All right. These together might, at first glance, be a little bit of an odd choice, but they're in the cool summer palette. Yes, I absolutely adore these two next to each other. They're all fine silk, and this blue, this robin's egg blue, has a scalloped hand embroidered edge that I thought was fit for a princess. What do you think of this? If I can make it lay the right way. Oh yes, look at that beautiful hand needlework. And then compared to this gorgeous scalloped edge in a skirt, catching the light as you dance and twirl. Yes, it catches the blue in this rose pattern. And as roses are your family's crest's flower, I thought this could be a good thing to keep in mind. And it's not your traditional summer color choice. So, and then here, of course, in the middle, they had a new color of lace, which I've already ordered quite a few bolts of that. I know that all of the ladies in the court will be asking for it soon enough. But next to this beautiful silk with the yellow flowers draped together, can you see the vision? If we pull this across here, can you see this as the underneath panel with the lace on top in layers? As you dance, you get a pop of yellow, just like a beam of sunlight coming through on a cloudy, stormy summer afternoon. What do we think? Excellent. Well, those are the newest swatches for now. Since we have no nose, I will get on that order immediately, so we will not waste any time. Now that we have finished the swatches, are you ready to move on to the designs? Yes, I've been very excited to show them to you. I've worked very hard on them, and I'm very proud of what I've accomplished, and I can't wait to see your reactions. Yes, I kept everything in mind that we spoke of. You're going to be doing quite a bit at the academy. Not just learning inside the building, but also exploring the grounds, foraging, and there will be quite a few excursions to far parts of the reach. Yes. So I've kept that in mind. Everything that I've designed for versatility, functionality, and of course, elegance. Yes. And I kept all of the design qualities that you wanted in mind, all of the different elements, your favorite flowers, your favorite colors, and your very, very lovely idea of incorporating elements into your wardrobe as well. Yes, a subtle hint of power is a good thing. It's not too in your face, and I think it only adds to the air of your royal grace. Okay, are you ready? Alright, let's go through each season, starting with spring, because it's my favorite, and we'll end with the Yule Ball. Yes, there will be a Yule Ball, there and here, so don't worry. You can wear the same dress, or you can have a different dress. It's totally up to you. I know that the Yule Ball here at the castle is not your favorite event of the year, so with that in mind, I thought we could bring a little bit of fun to that for you with this year's dress, of course. Yeah, I'm glad you like that idea. Alright, so let's jump in. Let me grab my pen here. Pardon me. Okay, we have our spring wardrobe here, Princess. And here I have the first design I prepared for you in your favorite color combination of pink and spring green, with the climbing roses, of course, just like we spoke about. The roses, as you know, are entwined in every part of your family's crest, so I think this would be a strong first show, showing up to the academy and letting everyone know that while you're here to learn, you are also the princess. But of course, these designs, while they are elegant, show that you are not an idle princess. I have incorporated the breeches as you requested. I know you want to wear more breeches, and so I did two different designs here. We have the loose pant. Yes, allows for quite a bit of movement, both of them do, but this is a little breezier. It actually adds a bohemian flair. And this is a elegant and classic silhouette with the riding pant here and the climbing roses up the side. And if you'll notice, the rose pattern actually continues on to the bodice of this doublet here. So I thought that was a nice touch. Those are the kind of things that royalty get given. The small details adding elegance and luxury into the everyday life. I thought you would enjoy that. Yes, this skirt is removable, and this cloak can be altered. The fur comes off. Okay. When you get there, spring will have only just begun, so it will still be quite a bit cold, at least at first. So this is detachable. There will be buttons and clasps right in there, so you have no worry of them falling off while you're riding. These boots will have to be made new because I want this to be engraved into the leather, so it will have more longevity. We want them to last. You like that? I thought you would like the idea of new boots. Alright, well, how do we feel about this color scheme here? That's what I thought. Do you prefer this style pant or this style pant? This or that? Okay. Alright. Absolutely. Perfect. Now, I know that we spoke of the green and the pink with the pops of sky blue being what your heart was really craving for your spring wardrobe. But I wanted to include another colorway just in case. Yes, the orange kind of ties in the sunsets that you love so much. And I thought it was important that you see what it looks like in comparison. You know, this and that. Oh, no detail is spared. Be sure. Absolutely. Not for you, princess. What do you think? Do you prefer this or that? Yes, the fur will be able to go on either, whichever one you choose. It's all modular. Yes, I made this with the intention that you could mix and match, because you're going with so little compared to what you have here in the castle. I wanted it to be the absolute picture of perfection, the capsule wardrobe of your dreams, so that you don't feel limited, but not overwhelmed either. Here, have another good look. And while you're looking, take your eye to this corner down here, because I know that the roses can be a lot for you sometimes. And while you are a royal, part of the royal family, this is your adventure. So if you wanted a different flower, we can make that happen for you. It's your choice. Absolutely. It's your body. You should adorn it the way you want. You should do exactly what you want. Express yourself how you'd like, my princess. Oh, yes, that is a striped shirt. It's linen, natural fiber, so light enough that you can wear it alone on a hotter day, or it can be layered under your leathers, cloaks, and other modular pieces. You like this? Okay, I'll make a note of that. Don't worry. Are you ready to move on? Perfect. Well, next we have the spring ball. Are you excited about the prospect of the ball? Yes. I imagine you would be a little bit nervous. Your first ball outside of the castle, where you get to truly be yourself. Of course you would be nervous about that, but don't worry too much. You're lovely, and just because you're a princess doesn't mean that you'll automatically get special treatment, especially at the academy, which is why I'm so excited for you, and why I want to get this right. Right. You are the princess, but you're building your own reputation as your own type of ruler, not encumbered by the past of your father or your mother. You get to make your own legacy, starting the second you get there. So, don't let that feel like pressure. Let it feel like a door, a wide open door, waiting for you. And you hold the key. It'll be wonderful. Especially the spring ball. For your first one outside of the castle, it's quite the mischievous evening. Yes, I remember my first spring ball at the academy. There were fire dancers everywhere, ritual theater that made everyone blush, even the professors. Oh, I don't think your mother would approve of that at all, but it's not her call. The academy is a neutral ground. Anyways, there is some mischievous shenanigans that happen on that spring night, and don't worry too much about that. You can engage as much as you want to or as little as you want to, but in a gown like this, you're sure to have the perfect evening no matter what you choose. or in a gown like this. Both inspired by flowers, of course. This one by the lilies you love so much. This one by lilies and... that's right. This one is going with the pink and green theme, keeping that consistency, but not settling for any less beauty. The details on the bottom of this dress really make it so special. Of course, with the sleeves and the flowers around the waist, with the metalworking belt, your new crown with your fresh jewel I just picked up today, and a new necklace adorned with the same flowers. I think you would be a picture of spring perfection. However, if you wanted to veer outside of the consistent color palette we set up before, I wouldn't blame you, because this dress is an absolute stunner, full of sparkling tulle with pink that fades to an aqua turquoise. This is the perfect spring to summer transition. Moving out of the earth element and into the water element, this dress captures both. What do you think? Do you prefer this or that? Okay. You don't have to decide now. You have about a week until I need to finish finalizing the orders. Of course. Take your time. I understand. Perfect. Well, then let's move on to summer. Okay. Summers at the Academy are moody at best. The weather never knows what it wants to do. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot and cold in a single day. But the thing about summer at the Academy is that you will be doing quite a bit of traveling. Did they tell you that? Yes, summer is the time for excursions at the Academy. Each of the years you're at the Academy, you'll spend your summers mostly out getting to know the realm and studying the very esoteric practices held in the far reaches of the kingdom. Isn't that exciting? Magic you can only learn there. And I don't want to ruin it for you, but there are libraries where some of the scrolls are so old, if you would pick them up, they would just turn to dust right in your hands. Luckily, the alchemists that watch over those scrolls have all of that knowledge locked up in their mind, ready to give it to acolytes like you. Isn't that exciting? So, that being said, the summer wardrobe will need to be one of the most modular of them all. We have many different layers of leather here. We have, yes, I do plan to rework the leather you already have because it fits you so well, and I think it would be perfect for this. What do you think about that? Great. This doublet, however, would be new, and it would be able to be layered on top of that for the very cold reaches in the north. Modular furs, yes, and then, of course, modular overskirts, underskirts, and linens. Yes, nothing too crazy here. This is going to be hand embroidered, but not too heavy. It does almost look green and pink, but the pinks have been swapped out for the warm, rich browns of the season, symbolizing the vibrant energy of life teeming all around the realm. Thank you for noticing that. Yes, and these delicate lace details on the arms hearken to the delicate spring we just left behind. I think it's a pretty strong figure that this wardrobe cuts, don't you think? Yes, with an adventurer's spirit indeed. But if you don't like this, and you wanted to go a little bit bolder, I did include some of the traditional cuts that your mother enjoys. I didn't know how you might feel about this. You've always been a little bit more exploratory in your wardrobe than she. However, I think with the colorway, the bright, vibrant greens, purples, blues, and pinks, I think you would certainly stand out from her while you make your own legacy. That's right. It is very regal. It's quite regal indeed. That's why I wanted to include it, because you get to choose what kind of ruler you're going to be, and I wanted to leave that up to you, while also lending my talents, of course. So, what do you think, this or that? Okay, of course. Yes, Princess, I think it's great. I'm very proud of the ruler you're shaping up to be. Oh, we've known each other a long time. No need to be humble. Now, the Midsummer Ball is less mischievous than the Spring Ball, but not any less fun. It's a masquerade. Well, you can go masked or not, but I suggest going masked, especially as a princess, outside of the castle for the very first time. I think that could spell out quite the magical evening for you. Right, so, that being said, for your gown, I have this very romantic silhouette planned for the more classic option. Yes, this has got the flowers you experienced last summer that you were so in love with. You said that these night blooming flowers carried such a delicious scent on that warm summer breeze under the moonlight, and it moved you so that I thought we could potentially incorporate it into a gown. A gown that represents such a grand beginning for you. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yes, the skirt is quite traditional, but the long frame that you have gives it a very romantic gesture. Of course, yes, the detailing on the skirt. You know I love layers, and I know you love layers. So, not only have we layered the skirts to make the long silhouette a little bit more full, but when you dance with the layers on this skirt, your twirls will be mesmerizing. And, of course, we layer the jewelry as well. So, while the overall silhouette of this gown is long, slender, and elegant, and romantic, it also has a bit of playfulness and whimsy to it. And I think that adds to the romanticism of this entire look. What do you think of that? Wonderful. I thought you would like that. But I did make you a bolder option, just in case. Oh, I did. Don't look so scandalized just because you got a peek. It's not so scandalous. This is a pretty modern trend that many of the young girls at the academy are enjoying. And it's summertime, so nobody will blink an eye at the more revealing nature of this design. However, for modesty, And for layering, because modular, everything is modular, I will have this beautiful gold and green embroidered robe to go with this design and add another layer. So you could start with this, and then if you get warm dancing, take it off, or vice versa. Lots of layers with the accessories. We can change the shoes. Absolutely. I know you're not a big fan of heels like this. Me neither. I like the silhouette, and I thought that this part could be good, even if we add this to a boot, just to spice it up. Yes, you already have these jewels, but you haven't worn them, so that's kind of why I was going with this color palette, and it's still very vibrant summer, don't you think? Yes, it does go with the vibrancy of the rest of the collection. Cheeky princess. All right. Well then, since that's settled, should we move on to autumn? Perfect. I'm pretty excited to show you autumn because I went a little overboard. Yes. Well, you do have some political meetings that you are required to attend with your parents in autumn. There will be dignitaries from the different duchies and the islands. So, that being said, you will need some formal wear. Well, we're continuing with the greens, but adding in the warmth of the oranges of the season as well. Continuity. We like that, right? So for your formal gown, you can go with the traditional style that your mother prefers, but of course we'll add the touch of whimsy to make it personal for you. Or we can alter it for the more romantic silhouette, showing off a little bit more of your shoulders with the peekaboo mesh here, but keeping all of the intricate details of the floral embroidery and the layering to show off that silhouette that you love so much. That is exactly what I was trying to do with this one. A combination of the two. Precisely. A new era of ruler being born with your ascension. I'm so glad that you feel that way. I was thinking the same thing. Yes, this. Yes, so, because we want everything to be modular, in the fall of the academy, you'll be doing most of your herbology studies, going out into the woods and looking at the collections that you've brought back from your summer excursions and learning everything that you can about the plants, and then how you can use them magically. Yes, potions. So many potions in the autumn. Autumn is the season of potions, if you ask me. But here I've worked in the pants like you liked, but I was wondering if you would prefer more plain and basic modular, or if you wanted a little bit more flair. Because here we'll have the hand printed with natural dyes design going up the side, which would continue the continuity of the climbing plants that have been woven into the collections you've chosen so far. All right, well, absolutely. You can have both. You are the princess. So, if you want this and that, that's completely fine. This here is a romper. So this is one piece with the fine shirt underneath that can be layered, but is still quite beautiful with the embroidery around the seams, as well as the cowl neck that could be turned into a hood for traveling or cold days while you're out foraging. Yes, of course, the satchel, no matter what. I hear you. What do we think about this? I know this isn't something you've really tried before. Does that interest you? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Yes. Absolutely. I have not forgotten. Oh, don't worry. I have already spoken with the quartermaster, and they know that you are an adept archer already. So when fall comes around, you will be placed in the right class with archers on the same skill level as you. Don't worry. I'm glad you brought that up, because for writing, this modular wardrobe will be able to be worn in the meeting with the dignitaries, because if you can see, it mimics the plating of the military uniforms of the realm that we currently have. I know there's talks of changing them, but this does call to the traditional military uniform, but it's in the fall colors of the season, just like you asked. I did make an alternative, of course. I know you wanted to be a little bold this year with your riding outfit, and this cannot be worn to the meeting with the dignitaries, but you can wear your formal gown to the meeting with the dignitaries and to the ball afterwards. Of course, you can wear the same outfit to both. You're the princess. You can do what you want. So, this or that? This or that? Okay. That wasn't a hard decision for you. Yes. The ball with the dignitaries will be here at the castle, so you'll have to travel back for that. The academy is having a harvest ball for the autumn season, and you said you wanted to dress like fire. Is that still true? Well, perfect. How does this gown live up to that dream? Oh, I'm so glad that you feel that way. I took the tiger lilies that your grandmother loved so much and turned them into this lovely gown. But of course, if you wanted to cut a more severe figure, I altered it just a little bit to be a little bit more imposing. Yes, less feminine, but only barely. And then, in case the orange was not to your standards, I did do an alternate colorway. You love it? I thought you might. When I was thinking about the season, I thought this would be the perfect thing for a harvest festival, because they look like little pumpkins, don't they? Yes. I thought you would like that. Now, we're almost finished. Moving on to winter. Now, winter at the academy is a quieter, slower time. Everything slows down, and you do more of your esoteric studies in the tomes underneath the keep. You'll be studying quite a few ancient scrolls, I believe, right from the get-go. Oh, they waste no time. You'll also start to learn battle magic. And by the time spring rolls around and you're in your second year, you'll actually get to go out and try it on your peers, which could be quite fun. But because of that, I don't have too many different modular outfits, but everything has a purpose. So let's begin. Right? You're going to need a coat. So this works with natural fibers, wool, linen, and fur. And it has pockets here and here that you can take off because this is a belt. We'll also have pockets sewn into the sleeves here. What do you think about that? You love it? Okay, I thought you would. You seem to really love this sleeve shape. Okay. Well, you can't ride in this very easily. Not for archery, which you will continue in the wintertime. So I did put a riding jacket in here. And new riding pants with, yes, your family crest woven in to the sides. And then that matches the doublet. What do you think? Oh yes, it is on the sleeves as well. All of the details right there, showing just how royal you really are, but in the colors of winter that you love so much. The silvery whites and blues with the warm, rich browns of the season. I did make another colorway, and I will not be offended if you like this one more. I was going with what I thought you liked, but I did include this just in case. This was inspired by the Great Lake by the castle. The icy blues and whites of the lake just after it freezes, and the snow rests on top of the ice like a gentle blanket. I like the embroidery here on the hood as well. I thought you would enjoy those small details. What do you think? Okay. Do you prefer this or that? Yes, this is the colorway that combines the icy blues with just the tiniest touch of warm browns to really make it more neutral and not so in your face as this. The roses on the cape make you happy. Oh, wow, Princess, you're too kind. I try to include as much detail in the clothes that say what I know about you this far as I could. I really wanted them to capture the essence of you. So that means a lot to me. Thank you. Are you ready to talk about your least favorite event of the year? That's alright. This might cheer you up a little bit. What do we think about these dresses for the Yule Ball? Yes, I know how you adore the red roses, and I thought this might be your favorite, but I wanted to give you the option of a more nostalgic feeling dress, so that, to be quite honest with you, if you were to step into the ball with this dress, you might not turn as many heads as you would with this dress, because this is a more classic look. This is not, but it certainly is beautiful, and it certainly has all of the different elements that you love so much. Yes. This would give you the option of fading in to the crowd, if that's what you wished for. Yes, the Yule balls can be quite long, both here and at the academy, I'm afraid. It's tradition. Okay, I hear you. So this or that? Both have deep pockets where you can fit as many treats as you want. All of the cookies in your pockets. That can certainly help you get through the ritual of Yule. So, this or that? Excellent. Well, Princess, that's all. Now I simply need to take a few measurements, if you don't mind, now that you've made a couple of decisions. Of course. Would it be alright if I stepped closer to you? Thank you, dear. Now just... That's good. Now if you wouldn't mind, hold up your arms for me. Beautiful. You're the picture of grace. 11 and a quarter. Okay. And I'm just gonna step in again. Don't worry. Okay. And now you can put your arms down. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Now, if I can get you to hold this. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, one more. Arms up again. Okay. And let's see. And we've got 36. All right. That's all I need. Would you like me to fix that before you go? Oh. I have the tool right here. Alright. Now, pardon me, but I'm gonna have to come in just a little close. Alrighty. Good. And last time. Perfect. How does that feel? Not too tight. Well, then, Your Majesty, I am going to get to work. I'm so excited. Yes, I can't wait to see you in any of this, truly. Please let me know what you think about the spring ball, and if you have any changes you'd like to make. Yes, 1 week from now, I'll put in the order.